Hey y'all, welcome to Real Men Get It Done. If this is your first time viewing my channel, please subscribe. I intend to send out videos weekly just to motivate and inspire on familyhood, fatherhood, and just an overall positive lifestyle and everything in between. So today, you see your boy is looking rough. It is time, and definitely I am in need of a fresh shave and cut. So I personally try to do my hair myself in between, but I finally, after 4 years, found a barber that I go to probably about every 2, sometimes 3 weeks, just to get me right and to help maintain all of this craziness that goes on. So we're here right now at Phantom's Barbershop. This video is going to highlight tips and tricks of finding a barber. And I may be able to also just talk to the barber if he's not too busy and ask him some questions. So that'll be some cool bonus content. But if you are looking for a barber, need some tips and tricks on how to go about doing it, this is going to be an awesome video to motivate and inspire you to get the job done.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Phantom B coming to you live right now remotely from my locations, Phantom's 1131 Airline Drive, Suite D. For those of you watching, you already know who Corey is. This is his camera, so. But I'm about to hook my boy up today. We're going to be shooting a video of a presentation of showing you guys from before and after on how we're going to shape up a beard. And from time to time, we're going to get to talk to you guys a little bit.
All right, so let's get into it. The first thing I would recommend if you're looking for a barber, and in my case, I was looking specifically for someone who did beards, but this could apply if you're also looking for just a barber to do your hair, is to, of course, ask around. The people that you work with, friends that you have, ask them who are they going to, who are they seeing. Now, a lot of people recommended a ton of people, but when I went to go look for those folks, I didn't see a huge social media presence, and I wanted to know what I was getting myself into. I just didn't want to go and show up at a shop and hope for the best. So I would say the first thing is to look at the recommendations of those who are around you. Then number 2, follow up those recommendations by seeing if they have a social media presence, a website of their shop, or if they're on Instagram, if they're on Facebook, TikTok, whatever it may be. Look and see where they are actually promoting themselves. Here just in the shop, just giving you a snapshot of it. He has even beverages for folks. It's a really nice shop, really cool pool table in the middle, you know, drinks for kids, adult beverages. It's just a really beautiful shop. But going back to looking and finding a barber. So again, recommendations. What are other people? Who are other people using them too? Looking at their social media presence. I probably Facebook stalked and Instagram stalked Phantom for several weeks, probably up to a month, because at this time I was looking at several different barbershops in the area, and it was trying to narrow it down on who would be a good fit for me. So that was my first and second step into moving forward to try to locate a barber to do my beard. So after that, I think the next thing I did in terms of after the social media piece was also looking at their reviews. It's good to see their social media presence and how nice or good of a cut that they can do, specifically in my case for beards, but I also wanted to know what were other people saying. So I was able to look on Google, on Yelp. I can't remember if there were any more at the time, but definitely looked at those sites, those areas to see what other people were saying about the actual shop, actually about Phantom and the other barbers. And again, I heard just good things about the environment. I heard good things about it being a diverse staff, good things about, you know, just the people there were good people really trying to, you know, serve the community. And that was another thing that I stumbled upon as I looked at this particular shop, that they were actually barbers who were invested in the community. They had, you know, videos and pictures of doing things during Christmas time for the kids. They were doing free haircuts for back to school. So it was like, okay, this shop really is a little bit different than what I've ever experienced. They aren't just, you know, in the business of making money by just cutting folks' hair, but they really were also invested in the community that surround them, which I thought was pretty cool and pretty neat. I would say the next step would be travel. So don't be afraid to travel. I before I even stepped foot into Phantom's shop, I did look, mapped it, and actually went by several of the shops that I was interested in to see where their location was at, because that was important to me. Granted, for African Americans, a lot of times, there are great barbers, but sometimes the barbershops aren't always in the nicest area, and that's just being real. So I looked at, different types of barbers of all different races and nationalities. And I wanted to know which side of town that their shop was in. And that just wasn't anything that I was necessarily scared about, but for me, it's just being cautious at times. Like, okay, if it may be in this certain area, it may not be good to go there at night to get a haircut. So go there in the day. I just wanted to know what I was dealing with. So don't be afraid to travel and look around before you ever step foot into that barbershop. And that could be by getting in your car and going from those areas, or actually looking on Google Maps or Bing and seeing where those locations may be. I would say the next step is definitely, as you've decided which barber you're going to actually go to, don't be afraid to go and test that barber out first in some capacity. I mean, you're spending your hard money, so don't be afraid to go to the shop once you've kind of figured it out, to just sit and maybe see the haircuts that he's doing, the beard cuts that he's doing. For me, I kind of moved in and was sneaky about it and got my son a haircut. It wasn't with Phantom, it was with one of his other barbers, but that gave me the first opportunity to go to the shop, sit, see the barbers, how they interacted with the customers, what they did, and I was able to ask Phantom a few questions about beard cuts and about his schedule and everything before I actually booked my first appointment. So that's definitely an important step. So the next thing, I've booked my appointment, I'm ready, I found my barber, I'm excited to go get my beard done. I brought in a picture. Don't hesitate if you've seen a style, whether it's a haircut or a beard cut that you love or you like, bring in a picture. I know women do this all the time when they're looking for a hairstyle or going to the beautician. Whether they're white, black, I've seen all different types of women do this. They bring in pictures, they bring in catalogs of people that they've seen, and they tell their stylist, like, I want this look, and then they make it happen. We have to be okay doing the same thing, man. Take that picture in with you of that beard cut, of that haircut, and show it to your barber so that they know what you want and just aren't assuming with them. The last thing I would have to say is to be patient, be patient, be patient. You have to understand, it may take a few weeks, a month to be able to secure and locate that barber, but be patient as you do it, because it, in fact, is a process. It's a process, but if you work these steps, I'll promise you'll be able to find a good barber and a barber that you are comfortable with of cutting your hair or doing your beard.
I don't know. It's not just cutting hair. It's not just cutting hair. It's more or less just getting to know the person that's sitting in my chair. Because you never know who you're going to interact with, right? So that person can very well help you later on down the line when you least expect it. So like I said, it's not just cutting hair is just a plus about the situation. So barbering is life, and it brings life into it. So by that being said, when they hop up in my chair and they feel blessed, it makes me happy, and that's pretty much what barbering is to me. Because barbering is life. It's full of laughter. It's full of love, and it's just a gift to me.